Welcome back to Dirty Water Coins and Collectibles. If you saw yesterday, we just had a $50 hunt and I actually found silver. A good amount of it too. During that pickup, I actually got some Eisenhower dollars, and I believe I have $68 worth. So what I'm going to do is separate all these by date and mint mark, and then I'll show you what we have. I'll go through them looking for any kind of errors and varieties. If I do come across something, I will bring you in for it. Looks like I have proof right here. Yeah, I got a proof. Sweet. I'll put that to the side for now. Let me separate these, and I will be right back. All right, here we go. I have a couple of 71s, one 71D, a few 72s. We'll definitely be looking for the Type 2. We'll be looking for DDOs and DDRs, peg legs, 72Ds, of course, no 73s. A giant pile of 74s. We can look for clashing. One 74D. A couple of bicentennials, not a lot. 177 Denver. 178 Philly. And we have our proof is actually in pretty decent condition for a circulated find. So we'll hold that aside. Put that over here again. Let me get into this hunt. See if I can't find something. I'm going to start with the 70s, move on to the 72s. I should say 71s, 72s, 74s, so on and so forth. And if I have anything, I will bring you in to show you. Hopefully, I'll see you in a second. All right, for the 1971s, I believe I have two DDR number ones, which it says it has slight doubling on all the letters around the rim, including the stars, medium spread, which this does. The stars are all thicker, fatter. The letters are thicker. E pluribus is thicker. The FG is thicker. $1 is thicker. So I believe I have two 1971 DDR 001s. Let me get into the 72s, and I'll be back if I have anything. All right, here's this 1972 Denvers. This one is a little bit of clashing under the bust, and we have a little bit of a U on the right side of the E. Right here, and a peg leg. So right in here was a braided away, and here was a braided away. So that's a pretty sweet find. Just trying to see if there's some clashing right in this area here. I don't see much. So we have that. Another one here. This was also some clashing under the neck. You can see it right in here, the U right there. This coin's actually in fairly decent condition too. Not much of a peg leg, but a peg leg. So we have that one. We have this. That was this one. These are in nice condition, these coins. I didn't see that there. What was up here? Not a peg leg. Why did I have this one out? Is it doubled? There's doubling in the date. And the one right there, there's doubling. So this could be like DDO number 2 or something like that. I don't think it's 1. 1 was pretty severe. But, yeah, we got that. Let me make sure there's nothing on the reverse. No, but the coin itself was in pretty decent condition. So I have that one. And these two are reverse coins. So right here you can see clashing, and I don't know if that's the E from we. If we flip this over, we definitely have the clashing by the E. That's how I noticed this one. Then there's some like clashing under the jawline, a little bit in front of the mouth, and there was some on top of the nose, some clashing. Peg leg-ish, not crazy, but peg leg. And then we have that clashing back here. So it looks like clashing up in here and right there. Obviously, right in here, it's kind of the jawline right in there. So that's a pretty cool find. So hold that one. And then what was this one? This one is a DDR. I think it was DDR number 1. Oh, 2. DDR number 2 possibly. DDR number 1 is notching and united, like in that area there. This E pluribus unum is fatter here, so I think it's 2. Let me get into the 1972s right here, and I'll be back if we have anything. All right, unfortunately, nothing in the 1972s. Let me get into the 74D, which is 1, and I'll jump right into the 74s. If I find something on the 74D, I'll bring you in. If not, right into the 74s. See you in a second. All right, we did have a couple of finds in the 64s, so let me show you those. We have a clash die with the U from Unum. Right there, I got like 4 of those, 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now previously on one of my hunts I found some of these. I checked them out on eBay, see if there was any recent sales, and they sell for like 20 bucks a coin, which I thought was pretty sweet. Here there's no double dies listed, but it looks like notching, 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 and notching in those areas there. So I held that one aside, and I held this one aside for the same reasons. Notching, 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 all in those areas. And then I have this one here that was actually stronger. And you can see it right here, right there, right there, there. So I have 3 potential DDOs. I'm not sure why they're not listed. Maybe they're not DDOs. Maybe it's part of the design. But I was looking at others and they don't look like that, so I held these 3 aside. Let me get into the rest. I have some bicentennials, 67, 68. I'll get into the rest of these. If I have something, I will bring you in. All right, so out of all of those, I had one 67 Denver with the block lettering. So this lettering is much thicker. These were minted, I believe, in the 1965-75 mint sets. I have some mint sets that I was trying to look for the bicentennial DDO, and I was trying to figure out what the differences between this and the other one was, aside from the look of them. So I have that one. Let me see if I can find one more that I dumped in here. 1 second. And you can see here how much thinner those letters are. So you have United, and let's see if I can pull this here, and United, how much blockier the difference is. These were minted in 75. If you go to 75 mint sets, I'm going to say mostly all of them are going to have this block lettering for the bicentennial Ike. At least that's what I've seen in the mint sets that I've purchased. This one I'm not holding aside because it is just garbage. It's all funked, so I'm going to toss that one back. But we do have some here that we found. Get the light back on. So we'll be holding these aside, which is pretty cool. We had some DDOs, we had some DDRs, we've got clashing, and double dice. So that's a pretty successful hunt, especially where the clash ones go for like 20 bucks. I had one really nice 72. The condition was really nice, so I held that one aside just for myself. That was really it. I love the icons. They're really cool. There's a lot to find, a lot to look for. If you do get like an error, like a strike through, they're wicked valuable. Just because there's not a lot of them. There's not a lot of Ikes to be had. If you can find off centers, misaligned, broad struck, stuff like that. I have a really cool strike through that I got graded. So if you can find stuff like that, they're very valuable. So I would encourage you to ask your tellers, that, see if they have any of the large dollars. And who knows, just by asking, you may come across a teller who has some Morgans or Peace dollars. You never know. I have found some of those too. I want to say it was in 23. I found 2 Morgans and 3 Peace dollars at one bank. And last year, asking for Ikes, I did get a Morgan. It was chewed up, looked like it was put through some meat grinder, but it was still a Morgan, so still silver value for $1. Enough of my rant. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up right down here in the lower left-hand corner. Please subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Be sure to hit that notification bell so you get notified on all of my upcoming videos. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.